Hi, and thank you for tuning in to my hot tub owners video. My name is John, and at the time of this video, I'm a 20-year veteran here at Clover Home Leisure in Rochester, New York, and I've almost owned a hot tub just as long. Whether you're a first-time or a long-time soaker, I do my best to prepare and teach you on how to get the most out of your hot tub and a few things that I personally learned myself along the way. Topics I'll be covering today are going to be permits, surface preparation, day of delivery, some basic electrical requirements, and getting your hot tub filled for the first time. Even if you've owned a hot tub before, the manual is going to go into a lot more details and specifics, and it's a lot more that I can cover in any video. I've also put a link down in the description so you can download a copy of your manual at any time. As a rule, all cities and towns require a permit. Just check with your local permit office. I also, on my website, I have links to every town across the area, which is also linked down in the description. As a retailer, a permit is not required for us to deliver a hot tub to your home. The primary reason for a permit is safety. For example, hot tubs can't be located near any overhead power lines in case they detach from the home. Also, the cover has to have an ASTM rated child safety cover. All hot tubs require electric, so please follow the New York State guidelines when it comes to electric code, whether it's 110 or 220. Also, the placement of the outlet or the sub panel should be about 5 to 6 feet away, depending on your town's requirements. The location of your hot tub should be accessible for future service, and if you should need to turn it off. Here are some of my tips for placement of your new hot tub. First, what is the distance from your house to the hot tub location? You should be thinking about ease of access and how long the electric run is to your main panel box. Also, can the hot tub be easily cleared of snow? A mild winter day is a great day for a soak. Also, does the cover have enough room to open? And also, do the brackets on the sides have enough clearance? Another concern is trees. Try to be clear of tree limbs. Not only will it deposit leaves and other debris into your tub, but a falling limb can cause a lot of damage to your new tub. Your surface should be solid and stable for the long-term health of your hot tub. There are many types of surface you can put a hot tub on. Remember, a hot tub weighs thousands of pounds with water and people in it. You should never place a hot tub on your lawn. It is far too unstable for a hot tub and could cause failure of the shell or the frame. Any surface you place a hot tub on should be relatively level. Most manufacturers will include leveling information in their manual or their pre-delivery guide. The general rule of thumb for a hot tub surface is no more than 1 inch of pitch over 8 feet of surface. It can be a little bit more than that, but keep in mind that the jets or the filter compartment may not be completely covered. As a side note, concrete pads are almost never completely level, but they always have a little bit of a pitch for that runoff of water. When placing on or building a new deck, be sure to check your town's codes to make sure it's going to handle the weight of that new hot tub of yours. If you're not sure about your deck's ability to hold the weight, please consult a professional about any structural concerns you may have. When building a gravel pad, I would recommend putting the gravel inside of a frame, and that will keep it tight and compact. For pads made from concrete, pavers, or gravel, I would recommend about a total of 6 inches of thickness, and these are suitable for most hot tubs. For hot tubs that are over 8 feet, I'd recommend a concrete pad, or a surface that is suitable for the weight of that hot tub. Of course, you want to check your owner's manual for the requirements for your specific model. If you're placing a hot tub in an alcove or where it's going to be mostly below ground, be sure that you plan for the access to the service panel, and of course you want to make sure that you have enough swing for the cover lifter if you have one included in your package. If you're planning on putting a hot tub inside a room like mine, well, you want to plan for it. The problem with an inside room is it can have condensation, cause mold and things like that. So you want to kind of plan for this. When I built my room, I put in lots of windows, plenty of ventilation, ceiling fan, and during the wintertime I preheat that room a little bit to try to prevent that condensation, and so far I've had really good luck with that. But otherwise, an indoor room is a great place to get away for a soak. Another type of surface is a plastic pad. The companies that make these make it look quick and easy, but you really do need a good gravel surface under it. As I stated before, the lawn is not the best place for a hot tub. These plastic pads are just not going to give you enough support to handle all the weight of that hot tub on their own. Now that you have a place to put your hot tub, you are ready for delivery. The key to good delivery is access, and our delivery team will need to be able to get the tub to where it's going. So a clear path to the hot tub's final location is essential. Hot tubs are all one piece, they are big, they are heavy, and they are hard to move. When we deliver a hot tub, it's on a trailer pulled behind a pickup truck. When we arrive at your home, we're going to transfer that hot tub to a set of wheels or a slider, and we generally move it while it's on its side. With that in mind, for us to get to your backyard, we will need to have proper clearance. Are there any trees in the way, bushes, or gates that measure less than the height of the hot tub? If there are any doors or deck openings we have to go through, just be sure that they're wide enough for that hot tub. Decks and other types of surfaces that are high off the ground may need additional equipment to get the hot tub where it's going. If this is the case, please call your salesperson and have them contact our delivery department so they can come out and take a look in advance. Also note, a hot tub is too heavy for us to lift over railings, so that's a service we cannot provide. Cold weather deliveries do require a little bit more planning. If there's more than 7 inches of snow on the ground, a path should be cleared so it can push or pull your hot tub with our sled. My suggestion would be to get a tarp and cover that area until the hot tub gets there. Also, I'd recommend taking your garden hose, putting it indoors, so if it's frozen, let it thaw so it's ready for your very first fill. I also have a link down in the description to my website, post all about cold weather deliveries. Check it out. As I mentioned earlier, the surface should be relatively level. A little pitch is okay. If you need advice about leveling, please contact the store for more information, as our delivery team is not able to level hot tubs. After the hot tub's in place, our delivery team will mount your lifter if one's included in your package. Depending on the style of lifter, you'll need about 12 to 14 inches for the cover to open towards any wall or fence. In most cases, covers open from the front where the controls are to the back. Also keep in mind there are brackets on each side that take about 3 to 5 inches of extra space, so keep this in mind when you're planning things out. To open your tub with a cover lifter, you need at least one side accessible, so you can walk that cover from the front to the very back of the tub. Please note when your hot tub's delivered to keep that cover on until it's filled with water. A hot sunny day can damage that hot tub shell, so you definitely want to keep it covered until you're ready. Now that your hot tub's in place, you're ready for the electrical hookup. If you need an electrician, check my description down below. I have one listed right there for you. Most hot tubs are 220, 50 amps and are connected to a sub-panel box, like I mentioned earlier. If you have a plug-in hot tub, many of the same rules apply. The difference is rather than a sub-panel box, you're going to have a covered outlet. And on most 110 hot tubs, at the end of the cord, there's a GFI breaker built in. To avoid tripping your breaker, I'd recommend a separate outlet for that 110 hot tub. To get power to your hot tub, you first have to locate the entry points. On the Hotspot series, they're located on the bottom of the corners, both on the left and right sides. To remove the door, you start by removing these trim strips. They're located on both sides of the tub. And then the door lifts off these clips here, and they just take the door away. The electric connects to this box right here. Let's take a look at some of the other components. In the back here, you have one jet pump, then here on the left, a second, and your heater right here in the front. Once your electric is finished, you are now ready to fill up your hot tub. Before you put the hose in, you want to remove this gray cap here, and now you can push your garden hose right down the center of the standpipe. You know your tub is filled when the water line hits the highest jet on your tub. Warning, do not turn on your hot tub until it's filled. You could dry fire the heater and damage it. Now for the big moment, power on. If your tub is 220, just flip the breaker at the sub panel, and on 110, just plug it in and go. After a few noises and some bubbles from the circulation pump, this tub should kick on and start running water through the heater. Depending on the water temperature of your water, it can take anywhere from 10 to 16 hours for a 220 hot tub to heat up, and for 110, anywhere from 24 to 48. Once the tub is running, check the temperature settings by pressing the temperature button, and then use the up and down arrows to the desired temperature. I would start at 100, and once you start using the hot tub, you can adjust it to your preference. Now, if nothing happens when the power is switched on, try pressing the pump 1 button, then pump 2 if you have a second pump. If the pump sounds like it's coming on and just not moving any water through it, or just one pump is moving water, then you may have an airlock. In the event of an airlock, don't panic. Sometimes air gets trapped inside the pump, preventing it from priming. If this happens, try turning off or unplugging the hot tub at the source. Then turn it back on. Try the pump again. You may have to repeat these steps a few times. If this doesn't work, then you have to bleed off some of the air. To do this, you will need either a large plumber's channel locks, or you can use a strap wrench for this. First, you need to know which jet button controls which pump. Place your hand on a pump and press the button. As the pump comes on, you will feel it running and know which button controls that pump. Repeat this until you find the correct button. As you do this with each pump and you are watching the water, you can use process elimination to find the pump that is not running water through it. Now that you've found which pump is the problem, you can take the channel locks with the power off and slowly turn the nut at the end, very slowly counterclockwise until you hear air coming out. Keep listening for air. When it stops and the water leaks out, retighten the nut and try turning the pump on again. Note, sometimes this can take a few tries to get all the air out. This is the same method our technicians use out in the field. You also may find online some forums that recommend taking off the small line here. We don't recommend this method because if you break it off, it'll have to be replaced, and this is not covered under warranty. Put the door back on is just a matter of reversing the process. First, you're going to align the door between the two corners. Then you're going to realign and reattach the trim strips on each side, and then go and enjoy your tub.